Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So I'm literally sitting here and I just emptied a box to try and separate some blades for when I do have to move some knives across country. And I'm putting them in different things, and then I ran out of pouches and things like that. So I don't know, I'll just have to make do. But I was going over my list of folding knives or pocket knives or anything like that. Even there's one that's neither of each, but ones that I'll never get rid of. Like this is my Sporkit from Tops. I love this thing. It's an actual real knife with a spork. Hangs from the neck. It's just awesome, man. It's just awesome. It's just one of those pieces that I won't get rid of. I just won't. I choose not to. No matter what. And I get a lot of people that always ask me for different things. Oh, you selling this? You selling this? And a lot of times it's no. Some of them are just no. Some of them are just yes. So the ones that are yes are already separated and getting ready to go out. I have a knife sale coming up in front of me, as a matter of fact. There's a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to be parting with. But the stuff I'm not going to be parting with, as far as folders and whatnot, are sitting right next to me. And I'm going to go over like the collection of knives. And I realized I have some straight up budget knives that I just won't part with. I just won't part with them. And it's hard to explain why or what the draw is. But for some of them, the love is real. So I just want to go over a few. Now, all of them, I don't remember the names of all of the knives that I plan on keeping. Like I have this petrified fish blade. I love it, man. You know, it kind of reminds me of this. Now that I just think about it, holy crap! It reminds me of that. So this would make a great pair. And this is one of those knives that I'm thinking I'm never going to get rid of. And this is one of those knives that, it's a Takumi Tak, I was thinking about selling. And now that I'm seeing them together, because I literally didn't think about that until just now, these are born to go together. So I might end up selling these in a pair. And what's funny is this one was one of those knives where I said, nope, I'm keeping this one. I really love this knife because I really do. And this one, I have so many fixed blades. I have to sell. So this one I'm letting go, but I can't let go of this one without letting go of this one. So I think I just accidentally changed my mind on this petrified fish knife. This one is discontinued. Very hard to get. I forget the name on it, but it is super freaking awesome. I have a video on it too. But oh my gosh, that knife is nice. I was not going to get rid of it. I swear to you on my mother that I was not getting rid of this knife. This knife is awesome. I had no plans on it, and I literally just pulled out that Takumi Tak. And so when I opened this, I just thought to myself, and all right, so, well, that's going in a different pile. I really don't want to get rid of that one, but I can't. I just can't. They belong together. So back on track. So I will show you some of the budget knives. This is that freaking big Indian thing you can get at a gas station. This is literally a gas station knife you can get between 15 and 20 bucks. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. I just like it. I really like it. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I use it so much. I mean, this knife has gone through its paces. It gets its work, and it just keeps on freaking going. So this knife, even though it's just a stupid gas station knife, and I could probably go to the gas station and get a brand spanking new one, I don't need to because this thing just keeps on moving. Another gas station knife that was one of the earlier knives that I did on this channel was this one. I know there's a name for it, and I put down the name on the video, but this is another one of those knives that just gets constant use. How much use? So much use that I lost a screw, but I love the knife so much, I just glued the screw hole closed. That's how much I love this stupid knife. And I hate like colored knives like blue blades and red blades and gold blades. Can't stand them. Hate them. This knife, it's a little frame lock by Frost Cutlery. This little guy right here has gotten so much freaking use. And yes, I can go get another one with a screw, but I won't. I won't get rid of this one. Just it's a passionate blade for me. Another one that isn't really considered a budget, but is cheap enough. It's probably like 25 bucks online. This is like the first or one of the first folders I ever did on this channel. This one has been with me a long time. Look how fat it is. This is a Tactical Gears blade. It's all scratched up and used and abused, and this thing has been with me for quite a long time. But literally, this is one of the first blades I did on the channel. And it's still kicking, still going strong, and I still love this freaking knife. This thing is a beast. It is a beast. I may have just cut myself on it, maybe not, but it is an absolute workhorse of a little knife. That's one I definitely won't get rid of. I can't believe I put that one there. A couple more that are like easy finds. This one you can probably get anywhere. This is just a Tough Light from Cold Steel. This, obviously, you can see this knife is another one of those little workhorse pocket knives. It's a spine lock. It's just, it's so simple. If I held it like this, it would never fit me. But if I hold it like this thing is so comfortable. You know what? There's a knife put out by Rosecraft Blades. I have a couple Rosecraft that I'm never getting rid of. There's one that Swags designed. Swags, the face. Ooh, Maron, she's pretty. There's one that she put out where I grabbed it and I was like, ooh, I don't like this knife. But like this one, it had a forward choil, and as soon as I put that forward choil into action, forget about it. That knife was really nice. It wasn't mine, so I wasn't able to keep it, but that was one of Swag's designs, and that forward choil made a huge amount of difference. So this guy right here, the Tough Light by Cold Steel, don't know why. I can get more of these. They're out there. I won't get rid of that. I just won't. This one right here, this is a Kershaw blade. As a matter of fact, I just used it today. Literally just used it today. I was tightening a knife. Oh, this one. I was tightening this one. It's one of those weird knives that has an actual screw head to adjust it, and I used this screwdriver literally today to tighten that. But this knife right here is so good. I don't know why. I don't know what about it makes it work so good, but this stupid little Kershaw just owns my freaking heart. And it's just one of those blades that it just gets a lot of use. It gets a lot of pocket time. It's one of those, you know, you have your regular knife and then you carry a small thing. These I could probably still find. I don't know if they're discontinued or not, but I could probably still find this one. I haven't looked. I haven't had to because I really like this one. But it's just something I'm not getting rid of. And that leads me to this one. This one I believe is called the Barge. And this is a Kershaw as well. This knife, I had one. I lost it. I felt terrible. I tried to find one. They were hard to find. Then I found this one, and there was two, and I bought one for someone else, and I got one for me. You could see how much, like, I've put some edge work into this. Freaking love this knife. Some of these little Kershaws are just awesome. They're just awesome. And that's another one of those that I'll never get rid of. Another one I'll never get rid of. This was a prototype sent to me by Frost Cutlery. D2 steel, ceramic ball bearing, just it's actually a really good knife. And it was by Frost Cutlery, and they sent it to me and they said, we want to know what you think because we're thinking about producing these, but before we do, you can see how much use this thing gets. They said, before we do, we'd really like to get your opinion. And I have a history with Jim Frost, God rest his soul. The guy was really good to me when I was younger. And super, super nice guy. And when they were asking me, he didn't even realize Donnie B All Day was this guy that did I did a poem for an ad for him a long time ago, and when I was told him, I was telling the girl on the phone, and I was talking to her. I was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah, blah. I did this thing with Jim," and he was in the background, and I didn't know it. And he goes, "I remember that guy," and then he starts talking, and it's just, I mean, the guy was just a classy guy, just a classy guy. So this one, because it was a prototype, and it's Jim Frost, he was my guy. I'm keeping that one. The last real budget knife is this one. I gave one of these to Scabber. Um, this thing is a freaking monster. It's a beast. This is a Ned Foss knife. You wouldn't think about a Ned Foss knife being one of those I'm not getting rid of it blades. But of all the Ned Foss knives I've tested, for some reason, I don't know if it's just the way it fits in my hand or if it's because it's just so like abnormally oversized and you could feel the size in your hand. I don't know, something about it just makes me like it. Just makes me like it. And then we have this guy. I'm almost done with the ones that aren't wrapped up. So this little knife, I have no fingernails. This little knife was a 1973 case. It was bought for me as a gift because 1973 happens to be the year I was born. So I got this sweet little case knife. This one I'll never get rid of. Just never get rid of. Speaking of case, when I need to put in a case and find a case for, is my tribal lock. This one gets so much carry time, so much use. The case tribal lock is one of my all-time favorite pocket knives. What about it so special, D-Bad? Beats the hell out of me. I just really, really like it. You know, a knife can speak to you. It can tell you how much you like it, why you like it, and you can't tell anybody else. It just tells you. But this knife is phenomenal. I just carried it the other day, as a matter of fact. Love the case tribal lock. So the only other two that I don't yet have a compartment for are this one. Oh man, I love this knife. This is the CRKT Batum. This thing is a little pocket monster. Yes, I have hit this edge a couple times. Ooh, it is so nice. This thing is it's a little pocket beast, man. It is so sweet. Frame lock. This is probably my favorite CRKT knife. The Batum is just freaking awesome. Love it. Can I find another one if I needed to? Yeah, somebody wanted one and I picked one up for them, which means I was able to find it for them. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find another one. I don't know if they're made anymore, but golly, I just absolutely love this knife. Let's see if I have the right wrench for it right here, and if I don't, I have a little thing I'll show you. Oh, yes, I do. So just like that, I had a little wiggle because this knife gets a lot of use, and just like that, there's no more wiggle. And I had this laying around because I was using it earlier, but golly, the CRKT Batum is awesome. Now, I was just telling you about a little tool. This is from Off Grid Knives, and you'll see a couple of their pieces, 3 of them as a matter of fact, that I'll never get rid of. But it's got all these little tools going around for knife work. Those are awesome. All right, so one last one that I do not yet have in a case, and the reason is because a lot of cases just didn't fit it. Oh, come on, man. This is the Andrew Demko designed Cold Steel 4MAX, one of the greatest pocket knives ever made. This thing is super awesome. The Italian version, which is the better version, it is just fantastic. So now let's get into some of these other guys. This one's mostly in a case, and I do have another one, Jack Wolf Knives, that I keep on my gun bag right here. This is his newest one, the Night, where it's like a, man, I wanted to remember the name without looking at it. I wanted to. Oh, After Hours? Is that what it's called? I think it's After Hours. The Gunslinger is the one in my hand. Yes, After Hours Jack. So the After Hours Jack I'll never get rid of. Absolutely love it. This one is another one. This is the Gunslinger. I'll never get rid of. Um, there's something about a frame lock by Jack Wolf Knives. Forget it, man. This thing just awesome. So there's that. Getting into some of these other guys. Is this my? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is my favorite butterfly, and the only one I kept. This is sweet, man. This is a Bradley butterfly. Just nice G10 scales. An awesome. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of stuff about these knives. I want to go through quick because I have a few, and we're climbing on time here. But I just want to show you what to me is like completely worth keeping. In here, whoo-hoo, this one's a newer edition, Tempest knives, man. This oh, the blue that titanium. You can see this blade has been getting a little bit of love. I have been using the hell out of it. Awesome freaking knife. Go over to Tempest knives. Great owner, Casey's a great guy. Great knife. This one right here is made by I think Oerla. This is the Decepticon knife, and you can see I get a lot of use out of that one too. This is a heavy freaking knife. It's all steel. There was like a Decepticon knife made that this one is a copy of. This is Oerla, and there was one made that was a few $100, really expensive, and then this one was like under $100. Does the same exact job. It's meaty, it's beefy, it's big. I've had this thing for quite a long time now, and it still kicks ass. So do you always need to go and spend $1,000? Nope. Sometimes you can just spend $100. Let's see. Outside of that, another call. My favorite offering from CJRB, and I'm stuck on the pocket clip because it went inside the top, and I have to get it out. All right, so this one right here. This is the Tigress. Golly, I love this knife. I mean, this is one that I just absolutely freaking I just love it. I freaking love this knife. Going into here, we have this guy. This is a artisan cutlery, and I forget the name of this one, but holy Moses, do I love this knife. This thing is so sweet. Just a great offering. Let's see. Got that one there. I might have one over there that I forgot to grab. So this one was the O-Knife Zilla. But if you remember, the O-Knife Zilla was a harpoon, and this had a full belly. So what I did is I took out the belly. I gave it a complex grind. I took out the harpoon and just made it awesome, man. This Zilla right here, and you can see this Zilla is a very well used knife. It's awesome. It's awesome. The Zilla's awesome. And when I did what I did to it, I feel like I just made it more awesome. I made it more me is what I did. This one right here is an MOD. Masters of Defense. This is probably right here. This guy has a value right now of about $600. And people say, well, why don't you keep it in a box and use it? I mean, and not use it. And I say, because I like it. So my MOD auto, I will never get rid of because I freaking love it. And I use it like people tell me not to. So in here, this is the Spyderco. It's not the Tenacious. It's the, I always forget the names. But it's huge. Everybody knows how I feel about the look of Spyderco. But I have to say, this is one of the best using knives I've ever had in my life. As far as true users, I don't want to say it, but I have to because it's really that good. It's an amazing knife. All right. So in here, we got a couple pouches. And I was talking about off-grid knives. Whew, man, I almost forget the name. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue, but it's not center point or something. I don't know. All I know is this knife is awesome, freaking awesome. Off-grid knives always produces, and this one, they produced insanely well. Another one from Off-Grid. Oh, this is the V2 Scorpion. This is one of my all-time favorite knives. Literally one of my all-time favorite knives. And I know these are the boxes. This is the box of knives that I'll never get rid of. The petrified fish. So if I say it's one of my favorites, you have to understand that I already sold about 200 folding knives, and I still have to sell over 100, and this box that I'm keeping is the only ones that I'm keeping. So, oh, man, this is nice. So you understand why, I can have 50 favorites, because I have a lot that I'm just letting go. Just letting go. This is another off-grid. It's another V2. This is the Black Mamba, I think, or the other one. I don't know. I always screw up the names. This thing is another one of those absolute freaking workhorse knives. Is this one of my favorites? No, it's a Tonto tip. I'm less of a Tonto guy, more of the style of the Scorpion kind of guy. A lot like, there was one over there that I was going to show you that's a lot like it, but you saw the Scorpion, and that's what it is. So let's get into, okay, so this last year was the only thing I wanted for Christmas, and I got it. And not only did I get it, but I think this was the last one for sale, like, on the planet. I got it, and then as soon as I got it, the people that were selling it said, "Oh, sorry, out of stock." There was no more. This is the CQT Magnum by Tops. It's done by Tops and Fox Knives, a collaboration. They sell it in different configurations, and they sell it in different sizes. And I believe the smaller size of this you can still get, but you can't get this. I wanted this knife so bad. It did not disappoint when I got it. Just a phenomenal freaking knife. All right, here we have, woohoo, the John Wick, the Combat Trudon by Microtech. I will never, ever, ever get rid of this knife. Literally one of my favorite carries. Is it one of my favorite users? No. It's double-edged, it's dagger style, but it's one of my favorite carries. And for that, it will never, ever, ever be sold. All right, so I only have a few more. Now, these are doubled up because CJRB makes some great pouches. And these are some artisan cutlery, pyrites. There's, this one, this little pyrite right here with the micarta scales. There is the next one. Let me just blah, 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 blah. I do not say blah, blah, blah. This pyrite, which is long and strong, baby. This thing is so nice. This reminds me of that Spyderco as far as how good it is of a user. It's just so nice of a user. So I got that couple of blades right there. I got two more artisan cutlery knives right here. Another like pyrite style. Another one of these plunger locks. This is all titanium. Just freaking nice, man. And another one. This is their artisan cutlery. CJRB artisan cutlery are the same people. This thing is all titanium. Just look at that blade width. Just freaking awesome. So I actually have 4 from that company that I will never get rid of. Maybe you should look up that company. Look up artisan cutlery. So then in here I have, come on, man, it doesn't get any better than this. I have 2 Essie Avispas. This is the SK5 version. And I have the D2 SK5, or I had the 1095, whatever. They came in 3 different steels. This one I blued. This one I'll never get rid of. This is a gift from Scabber. And that one will stay with me. And this is the first one that I ever bought. And I will never get rid of this one. I believe this is 1095. This is awesome. And I had a D2 one that I got rid of. That's what it was. So those are my Essie Avispas. Never get. That's still one of my all-time favorite knives. Still, it's been ever since I got my first one. Ever since I got that first one, it was like, nope, never turn it back. Okay, so here's Rosecraft. This is one that I got from my man Joe over at JS Bladecraft. He sent me this one. Now, it used to be a harpoon, so I carved down the harpoon and turned it into this, and it became an absolute, you can see by the wear on the edge, this thing has become a user. I got to find this up because it's got some dirt all over it because I was using it. So, Joe, don't think that what you gave me didn't get used. It's just awesome. And this one is super, super sweet. This is the Ajuto. Just another great Rosecraft blade knife. Sweet, sweet knife. So I have these two Rosecrafts that I'll never get rid of. And I think I only have three more. And I know you guys are holding on if you're holding on. This one was one that I wanted from day one. As soon as Thrasher's Garage sent me one to play with, I was like, I need this knife. I need it. Talked to the owner over at look at how much use this one gets. Over at Blade Show, really nice guy. And then Brandon sent me this, and it even comes with a spare blade right there. I haven't needed no spare blade. This thing is a monster. This is one of my favorite users. It is so light. It's so incredibly light, so nimble, so nice. So down to my final two, and by this point, some of you who follow the channel probably know exactly what they're going to be. Both of them are from ADV Tactical. ADV damn Tactical. The Pit Boss 2. Forget about it. This one, I have my first folder coming, my first design coming, and without even realizing it, I designed it, and it kind of resembles this knife a little bit, and it's because I know this knife, if I close my eyes and you give me a pen, that's how much I freaking love this knife. And it's awesome. So I think I accidentally inspired myself with that knife, and then this one is just King Daddy. This is it, man. This is the knife. This is the one that closes this video. Whoo! ADV Tactical. Whoo, the Badlands Bowie. This one is all titanium with the frag pattern. Just insane. This knife is so super badass. So these are the knives that I am never getting rid of. This is the one that I wasn't going to get rid of, but now I'll do it in a package deal. And if I didn't have that Takumi Talk sitting there, I guarantee you I would not be telling you that I'm selling that one. So this little box of right here is my EDCs. So my EDCs that are my never leave me EDCs. So every day I reach into that box to grab something to carry. And sometimes I don't even care what I grab. I just reach over, grab something, because whatever's in there is worth carrying. Love them. Hold on one second. Never mind. The Pit Boss 2 was in my pocket the other day, and I had it with me, and I remember taking it out and putting it on a shelf, and I thought, wait, I remember putting a knife that I'm never going to get rid of on the shelf. It was the Pit Boss 2. But I have it right there. So I'm going to go make some ribs. But telling you guys, if you have a chance to get any single one of those knives, except maybe some of the budgets, maybe those are just loved by me, but once I got past the budget section, any one of those knives you would absolutely love to own. They are amazing. Big knife sale coming, and I think not only am I going to let my half-breed Blades knife go, but I think I might even let go the Tops Gladius. Also, somebody asked me just recently, and I don't know if he emailed me or if he asked me on video if I would think about selling my Recon Scout, which, as you know, is my favorite cold steel knife pretty much. And And I said, yeah, I think I'm going to sell it. So I think this is going to end up in the next blade sale too, and that should be coming. Maybe I'll film a blade sale tomorrow. But there's so many great pieces that I have to get rid of. So I'll see which ones I want to take out of there and go through. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next video.